The dreaded sequestration would double the $500 billion in cuts the Pentagon is already planning to make over the next decade. Defense Secretary Panetta has not minced words about what that would mean.
That if sequestration is allowed to go into effect, it'll be a disaster for national defense.
According to Panetta, the new American strategy of pivoting away from the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan toward the Pacific and an emerging Chinese superpower would come undone.
All of that can go to hell if this Congress doesn't face up and deal with the issue of sequestration.
In this letter to senators, Panetta warned that by the time sequestration was over, the U.S. would have its smallest ground force since 1940, smallest Navy since 1915, and smallest Air Force ever. A bleak prediction which ignores the quantum leap in weapons technology between then and now. As the president pointed out in the debates, no other country comes close.
We spend more on our military than the next 10 countries combined. China, Russia, France, the United Kingdom, you name it. Next 10.
Sequestration would not change that. According to the Center for Strategic and Budgetary Assessment, it is not the size of the cuts, about $50 billion a year, that would be so damaging, but the fact that they would be across the board. Panetta adds that except for military pay, every program from the Joint Strike Fighter to military bands would be cut by the same amount, 23%.
It's absolutely a foolish thing to do. If you want to cut the defense budget, that's fine. This is a foolish way to do it.
In other words, if the Pentagon were allowed to pick and choose its cuts, sequestration might not be the disaster Secretary Panetta is predicting. David Martin, CBS News, the Pentagon.